And welcome to Heavy Rain Day 5 Air Channel, or as I like to call it, egg on my face. Wait, what? Oh, what the fuck, man? Tell us about that last night, or Andy was talking, talking about how this is free. I was like, wait, it can't be free. It's not free. What? Why did somebody tell me? I'm looking it up, like, yeah, it's free on PlayStation Plus on PS4 this month. I remember something. We started this last. Hey, when did we start this? Alright. I'm 8. Started this on the 29th. Cause said, hey, somebody could have mentioned it to me, like, hey, this is, I'm probably gonna play in this. Like, somebody mentioned, like, hey, why you go wait a couple of days? Well, what we've done instead, but especially considering the issues we were having with the freaking game when I tried to start playing this originally. And issues with the sound. But yeah, we're finishing this today. Actually, I have a schedule to go a little bit long in case we needed to. Don't know how long it's gonna take, but it's only like 12 chapters left. It's like there's no like delete the last 2 chapters, the last 7, whatever.
I'm here to see Paco. Paco? There ain't no Paco here, fella. Get lost. Are you absolutely
The character works by it on. No.
in his office. Take the stairs over there.
Garth, I didn't hear you come in. A crazy bitch came around here asking questions about the apartment on Marble Street. I don't know what you're doing now. I don't want to know. But whatever that shit is, it's beginning to draw attention. Look, I know you kept me out of prison. But that fucking bitch nearly killed me. Everything you ask. I think my debt to you is paid. Hey, don't fuck around. No. No, wait. I can still help you out. No. Don't keep me.
What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, boy. right up there. But there was too fast to do anything. It just survived the battle.
Did Paco know the guy came to see him? Sorry, I don't speak cop. Watch my lips, asshole, 'cause I got no time to translate. Did Paco know the guy? Yes or no?
John. He said his name was John. Friend of Paco's. Always let him straight up.
His coat pocket. I tore it off during the fight. 2 receipts from the same gas station. Interesting.
Gun we possibly used.
.45 caliber semi-automatic. .45 caliber. Paco Mendez was no saint. His rap sheet reads like a telephone book.
Yeah.
A bullet, right between the eyes. Instant death. Orchid pheromones. The fucking origami killer. Madison Page. What was a journalist doing here?
Just investigating the same case you are.
Madison Page? She may be a witness.
Got everything. I should tell these people the party's over. And we're running out of time.
Ethan, are you all right?
I killed a man. I had no choice. I had no choice.
You're not the origami killer, Ethan. You're not responsible for those murders. I can prove it.
That changes nothing. Saving Sean is all that matters now.
It's a bit awkward and good bit. Been going on. Sweet. Finally there. Just didn't do it the whole time closed like some other game.
She's the only person I can trust. But now I have to be alone to do what I have to do.
Anything. Yeah, boy.
I should have guessed. All this time and I had no idea.
Ethan, what's the matter?
I thought I meant something to you.
Listen,
You're a pretty good nurse for a fucking journalist!
Ethan, I wanted to tell you, but...
What kind of article were you gonna write? My life with a serial killer? No. How I caught the origami killer. Maybe you'll get a book deal. I hope it was fucking worth it!
Ethan, it's not what you think.
You lied to me, Madison! All this time you fucking lied to me! I thought you wanted to help me, but you're only thinking of writing a fucking book!
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
It's true. I'm a journalist. And I knew that you were the father of the boy who had disappeared, and I wanted to cover the story. But then I saw what you were going through to save your son. And I understood how much you love him. I wanted to tell you the truth, but I couldn't. I was afraid that you may not believe me. I was afraid that you'd ask me to go. All I want is for you to find your son alive. And when it's all over, I want to be with you. I'm sorry, Ethan.
I'm a forgiving person. She fucked up, but he's gonna need everybody in his life.
You're leaving, aren't you?
I have one more trial to go.
The last letters, then I'll know where Sean is.
Take care, Ethan. I can't lose you now. I'm gonna go find something to eat. Wait for me. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
That's it.
Cops. They're looking for Ethan. It looks like a raid. What's going on?
Isn't this great? Like being in a TV show. Who'd have thought it? The origami killer renting your green registered under a false name, but I recognized his face.
Come on, what was the damn number? Crap, that's not it. Crap, that's not it.
Ag.
Still on the move! We get him!
Ouch. Oh, jeez. Cap just watching it like, not gonna stop anything. Got away. Whew. Oh boy, trophy unlocked. Escape Master trophy. Got it.
Lord?
Hi.
I'm sorry, Scott.
You should have listened to me,
Shit.
Mr. Shelby. I told you to drop the investigation.
Your son is a serial killer. How many people does he have to kill before you turn him in?
Gordy has his faults, but he's still my son. You have no children, Mr. Shelby. You can't possibly understand. You leave me no choice. Your investigation is for good.
That's it. Ah, shit. Gotcha.
Lauren, wake up!
That's it. Okay. And the crapper. Whew!
who's gonna take up swimming again. This isn't exactly what I had in mind. You got a car?
Mel King.
Mine's obviously pretty fucked up.
Yeah, sure. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go settle a few scores. Come on, I'll take you home. Lock your doors and windows and don't let anybody in but me. Okay?
Be careful, Scott. I don't want to lose you.
Oh, sweet. Serving instructor. And look, trophy.
They're gonna pay for everything they've done.
Whew. Damn. Whew. Damn. Damn, one-man army here. One-man gang.
Stay back! Don't come near me, or I'll shoot!
Fucking asshole.
Please, don't.
Your idiot son killed all those kids, didn't he? He's the origami killer.
No! No! He's innocent! He's not a killer! Not a killer!
Why'd you try to kill us?
You're a fucking liar. Now tell me the truth.
No! No, please! Don't hurt me!
Last chance.
I don't know! I swear! I don't know anything! Stop! Stop! I beg you. I'll tell you everything.
Gordy always wanted his fun, you know. He wanted to be like the origami killer. He kidnapped that kid. He held him under the water for a little too long. It was an accident. An unfortunate accident. He just wanted to play. He told me everything. He was crying. He was so sorry for what had happened. Whatever he did, Gordy is my son. one will miss him.
What?
That boy, Gordy killed. No one will miss him. He was street trash, like so many others.
You really are an ass.
Disgusting pile of shit. What about John Shepard? Why did you put flowers on his grave?
I own the construction site.
I know it. That's why.
I never
Blame himself.
I've been putting flowers on his grave for 30 years.
John had a twin brother. What happened to him?
I don't know. He was adopted, I think. His mother should know. Her name is Anne. Anne Shepard. My heart! Quickly! I need my pills. In that drawer. There. Shelby! Come back! Fucking where are you? Come back!
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, but the one guy is just totally frozen. Oh shit, that's Shanae. The one guy in the right hand corner, that's my favorite. If I haven't known how to cut that guy is just frozen in midair. I gotta make sure. Cause it's, yeah, he's just frozen in midair. It's not like he's on something. It doesn't look like it from an angle. Oh god, that is funny. I had to clip that. I know you have to clip stuff just from the video preview. I think it's together. So much easier.
Hello, I'm looking for Anne Shepard's room.
Please sign the visitor's book. Are you a member of the family?
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, she'll be pleased to have a visitor. No one ever comes to see her. With the Alzheimer's, she has trouble remembering things, but it'll still please her. You know. It's room 19 at the end of the corridor.
Thank you.
Thank you. There we go.
Hello, Mrs. Shepard.
Is it time for my pills already?
No, Mrs. Shepard,
They're never on time with my pills. I don't know what they do here. The other hospital, they were always on time. But here...
My name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I'd like to ask you some questions about your son.
I don't like this hospital. The food isn't very good, you know.
You had a son named John, and John had a twin brother.
Do you have my pills? It's time for my pills.
Do you remember John?
My Johnny. He is a good little boy, you know.
I know what happened at Carnaby Square. Do you remember?
Carnaby Square. I think I used to live there a long time ago. We didn't have much money at the time, you know. We had to make do with very little.
Try to remember, Mrs. Shepherd. John's twin brother was placed with a foster family after the accident. What was the name of the foster family?
I asked them for a television, you know. They said I didn't have enough money. It's a pity. I'm fond of
That sucks.
I think your son is in trouble, Mrs. Shepherd. He's done some terrible things. I need to find him. Do you understand?
Terrible things you're telling me. He never came to see me, can you believe it? In 10 years, never. No one forgets their mother, do they?
Mrs. Shepherd, your son may be linked to a series of murders. Perhaps you have some information that could help the investigation.
Are you a new nurse? Where are my pills?
Your other son, Mrs. Shepherd, John's twin brother. What was his name?
What other son? I have no other son. I never had any children.
Ain't not going anywhere.
Did you make these origami figures?
My little paper animals. They played with them for hours. I showed my boys how to make them, you know.
Yes, your boys, Mrs. Shepherd. John and... what was your other son's name again?
My other son? I only had one son. My little Johnny. Oh, you know how to do these little dogs, too. My children loved origami. I taught them how to do it. John loved the little dogs. He always wanted to call them Max. Max, Max, Max? All dogs with the same name. I was wasting my time telling him they couldn't all have the same name. But he always wanted his paper dogs Max. Funny, isn't it?
It'd take days, if not longer, to find the name of the family that adopted her son. Sean Mars would be dead by then. Are these your children, Mrs. Shepherd? John and his brother? Is that them?
They're good little boys. Their father never looked after them, always drinking. They didn't have an easy life, you know.
Yeah.
Her memory is coming back. Don't stop now. Just remember.
What a lovely orchid. My sons loved orchids. We used to
And
put
this.
them in the back. When John died, I laid orchids on his grave. I cried when they told me. I'd already lost one of my children, and now they were taking away another one, you understand.
The foster family, Mrs. Shepherd. What was the name of the foster family that adopted John's brother?
They were really very nice people. I met them, you know. In the beginning, I used to go and see my little boy. And then I got sick and I couldn't go any longer. Perhaps he thought I'd forgotten him. He must have thought I didn't love him anymore.
His name, Mrs. Shepherd. What was his name?
But I loved him. If you only knew how much I missed him.
Please, Anne. His name. What was his name?
Come closer.
Yeah, boy. 6:24 p.m. Kids running out of time.
The last trial. The last question. Are you prepared to give your life to save your sons? There is a deadly poison in this file. It will kill you in exactly 60 minutes. If you drink it, you will get the last letters of the address. You will have enough time to save your son and say goodbye to him, but then you will die. You can drink the file or decide to leave. The choice is yours. sent to your phone.
I did what I had to, Sean. Your dad's coming to save you.
Yeah, because they don't stop and check the car. They know it's a taxi. I don't know if they had the taxi number and
I'm nowhere and I'm out of time. Damn fucking shitty letters from this fucking address. Come on! There's gotta be a way to do this. Several different addresses fit these letters. God, they're scattered all over the city. I don't have time to check them all. I may only have time for one address. If Sean's not there, I'm done. It's a crapshoot.
I can get there. And I got there. And I think.
We've only got a few more hours left to save Sean Mars.
Yeah, it looks like I was.
Goddamn clue somewhere. It's staring me in the face. This kid's gonna die, and I'm going around in circles.
All packed up and ready to go?
What are you talking about?
The investigation's over. We know who did it. We no longer need your services anymore, Norman. So you can ride your files all the way back to Washington. I'd be lying if I said I was gonna...
Oh, jerk.
The investigation isn't over. You have absolutely nothing on Mars.
Nothing.
Mars is guilty. Case closed.
Dude, the case got me thrown down.
The case. So pack up and fuck
For lack of evidence.
Blake, you are unbalanced, psychopathic asshole.
I'll take that as a compliment. Honestly, I don't give a shit what you think. I found the origami killer. Everyone's happy. End of story. Have a nice trip back, Norman.
The killer's name is here. Somewhere in this data. I just have to find it. Find it before it's too late.
Oh, one last thing, sir. You should be careful not to overindulge in your walk. can be dangerous.
Yeah. No king.
It'll end up killing you if you're not careful. That would be most unfortunate, sir.
Ari was in record mode when I was fighting with the killer. Perhaps there's something on it. Gold watch. I'm sure I've seen this before somewhere. The watch they give for promotions to lieutenant. The killer is a cop.
An X.
The sword was already in Paco's office. It's got nothing to do with the killer. The gun the killer left at the Blue Lagoon. Perhaps there's some way of tracing its history. Impounded in a police case 5 years ago, the gun is still supposed to be in police custody. Who checked it out? If not a cop. Two receipts from the same gas station. Might be near the killer's home. Ugh, that doesn't get us anywhere. The killer lives in this zone. 342 people live around there. Not good enough. Gotta find a means of identifying the killer more precisely. Looks like the killer is a cop. Carter Blake! That would explain the dead-end investigation and his desire to frame Ethan Mars. Cop. There's only one cop in that geoprofiling zone. Gotcha. He owns a warehouse on the docks. If I'm wrong, Sean Mars is dead.
Why is Blake looking there? Why would he care?
Are you sure
It's
it's
about
Blake
his own.
Yard? At the docks. Call him the SWAT team. Oh, and I'll need a chopper. Today? Of course I'll need it today, you fucking imbecile.
Look, it'll only take a couple of days. Long enough to get this resolved.
I can't just wait while you confront my son's killer.
It's the only way, Lauren. Trust me. Now go stay with your mother for a few days. I'll come and get you when this is over.
Tell me who the origami killer is. I want to know who killed my son.
Listen, when I'm done, I'll tell you everything I know. I promise.
X is all around it. He said Scotty. Oh shit. Oh, we've been playing as the killer the whole time. What a twist! This is where the pile is there. Don't give us time to kill the guy. Hey, we got another trophy. Nerd. It's easier than Skyrim.
Touch, girl.
The Origami Killer's apartment. There must be something that'll tell me where Sean Mars is. cop's uniform. Always trust a cop. That's why children went with him. He was dressed as a cop.
Come on.
Sean Mars. Oh, the lunatic's been watching him drown. But it's some kind of a well filling up with rain.
Shit, it needs a password.
Nope.
Got it. Max. The name John gave to his paper dogs when he was a child.
Yep.
What the hell is that?
An address. It's gotta be where Sean Mars is. Hurry. There's no time to lose.
So you found my little secret?
It's over, Scott. All those children killed just to find a father capable of saving his son?
Shut up! You don't understand.
Do you know one thing he can do?
There might still be time to save him. Let him go. Do what your father couldn't do.
Ah, shit. Whew!
I know where Sean Mars is. I've got to call that FBI guy, Jaden. He's the only one I can trust. He'll be able to save him. I know where Sean is. I've got to tell Ethan.
Cold as this. Never did.
Sean! 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 Sean!
I've been looking for a long time. Looking for a father that would be able to do what mine could not do. Sacrifice himself in order to save his son. Oh, I searched. And then I remembered.
Stand it day.
Just to find a father capable of saving his son.
Just to find a father? Do you have any idea how it feels to be a worthless nothing in your father's eyes? Believe me, I've suffered just as much as my victims.
damn triumph. Now give me back my son.
He's there. All you have to do is open that door.
It's friggin' locked. Gotta pull. There we go. Grab my hand. It's okay. Accurate.
Yes, Lieutenant. They're ready on your command.
Perfect. He won't get away this time. We'll gun him down as soon as he shows his face.
Son of a bitch! This guy just wants to kill.
Hey! You there! What are you doing?
Lieutenant, my name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I have proof that Ethan Mars is innocent. He's not the origami killer.
What is a journalist doing here? I thought I told everybody to keep their mouths shut. Get her out of here. I don't want her getting in the way. Okay, Lieutenant. All right, come on.
You're about to make a terrible mistake, Lieutenant. Ethan Mars is innocent. I can prove it.
Come on, son. Come on.
Don't leave me. Sean, don't leave me.
Oh, thank God. Oh.
Dad, I knew you'd come and save me.
Sean, listen. You are the best thing that ever happened to me in my life. I want you to know that whatever happens, I love you more than anything in the world. I got dead. I took poison an hour ago. And I got dead.
It wasn't really poison. It was just a test. Knowing if you were how far are you willing to go?
Ash, get her out of my face.
Mars didn't do it, for Christ's sake. He's innocent.
Hey, what are you doing? Personnel, repeat, five. What's going on?
Come. They're out there. They have the building surrounded. They'll shoot you if you go outside.
I'll go out alone. I'll talk to them. I'll explain.
Dead before you can open your mouth. Look, we'll all go out together. With our hands in the air, and they can't possibly shoot us. And have the evidence that proves your innocence.
I'm sorry I didn't trust you. I was only thinking about Sean, and I thought...
It's okay. I think she understands.
The only thing that matters is that you saved your son.
Yeah. Ah, crap. I'm a cop. Get an arrest. God tell me. Ah! That's it. Well, that was ugly. Got that pleasant way to go. Save the kid trophy. Old man trophy. Four Arrows trophy. And Arrow trophy.
More than 4 days after his disappearance, Mars had been imprisoned in a well by the man known as the Origami Killer. The successful resolution of this case was made possible only by the bravery of Ethan Mars, who the police believed at one point to be the killer. It is no doubt due to his great courage and tenacity that he succeeded in foiling the plans of the Origami Killer. The police commissioner presented him with an official apology today. Our main headline today: it is reported that the police have identified the man thought to be the Origami Killer. Scott Shelby, 48, is a former police lieutenant who claimed to be a private eye hired by the families of the killer's victims.
After I get close,
During a massive police operation,
the shiny must destroy it.
to the public.
Let's just say a friend of a friend let me jump in line. If we like it, it's ours.
I like it. Simple but nice.
Hey, Dad! I think I found my room!
Well, what do you think?
It's perfect, Ethan. We'll be able to forget what happened. We'll lead a normal life. And one day, it'll all just seem like a bad dream.
Yeah.
We've earned the right to be happy now, Ethan. All three of us.
And has been hailed by the whole nation as a new hero for our times. Astonishingly, he almost single-handedly ended the sinister series of killings by the man known as the Origami Killer and saved the life of young Sean Mars. His determination, courage, and intelligence have won our admiration. Norman Jayden.
Man, thank God nobody knows truth about him. He's an addict to drug. Yay, Norman! Good for you. He's off to his next case. What's with the tanks? Okay, this is really weird. What the fuck? WTF? And poor Lauren. She fell in love with Netta. Wait, that was 48. The math doesn't add up on that one. It's 44.
I want to see them again. I'm a father too.
It's heavy rain. Damn, that was good. I definitely enjoyed playing this. I'm glad I finally did. I did wish I hadn't been spoiled. That had no nice twist, but Scott is. You know, one thing I will say is to me, one thing. I know a lot of people said this. Scott only liked this game too, but we should have. I understand what they were trying to do. Scott Shelby. I like this with the you were playing the kill of all times, shockingly. But it would have been nice at the same point too. Is to say, I think the one thing is that would have saved that would have been the big plot hole was that if they got there and the guy was already dead, or Scott was like went and talked to him and then came back, and I understand that is a big plot hole because it's like all of a sudden, he goes, he finds him, Scott doesn't disappear enough to in that scene for that to make sense. He has enough time to shoot him, call the police. We're playing as Scott the whole time, so we know he doesn't go back there. So that's the one problem is that. But if that's there's ways around that. Don't understand why this is messing up right now. I don't know why. just... Again, it's just... There are ways you could have done that, and it still would have made sense, because everything else in the plot, with Shelby doing it, his motivations were to get close to the evidence to destroy it. Destroy any proof that he did it. That made sense, but at the same point is, how does he kill the typewriter guy? That's the one plot hole. Everything else makes sense. That doesn't. And that is an easy plot hole, saying that, oh, well, it just, you had to, that the scene should, that's an easy plot hole. You had, if you're to rewrite, just, I don't know, they were trying not, obviously, to give away too much. There was Scott there, but the same point is, if you're gonna make Scott, you have to make it make sense with that theme, and they don't. That's the one problem with it. That's the one big plot. That's one big plot hole of the game. One other thing I don't think I've ever seen anyone talk about is how in the world did what are the misdirections in this game? And I don't mind it, because it sort of works most of the time, except when you really think about going back on it. Is that Ethan has these blackouts, and it's supposed to make you think maybe Ethan is the actual origami killer, and he has schizophrenia. Now that would work if that was true. Then Ethan really is broken mentally. But the problem is when it comes to this, is that Ethan has, it's never really understood why Ethan all of a sudden has these visions and blackouts. And is it guilt? Is it the origami killer fucking with his head? Why is it that he's able to see these visions of these kids drowning if he's not the killer? It's never really resolved in the game. I don't remember it's ever brought up why he's able to see it. And it isn't like his son. It was before his son was kidnapped, so why? Is it because of deep conscience of his own son being kidnapped? Is it never really answered? That's sort of my other problem. The game is that, other than that, I gotta say it was really good. I mean, this is a fantastic game. It's free right now on PlayStation Plus if you have PS4. So yeah, pick it up. You haven't. But I just, again, it's just, now if I missed it where they did explain it, I'm sorry, but I don't remember hearing or getting mentioned why Ethan just magically has those visions that's never really mentioned. It's just all of a sudden, oh well, it's like it's all of a sudden has nothing to do with the plot. But again, it's a misdirection, and the misdirection, it's fine to have a misdirection, but you have to have a misdirection. If you're going to have a misdirection, it has to make sense that there is a misdirection. That's sort of my point. And how is it a how is he why is he having these blackouts? Is it just guilt? Does he thinks he's doing it because of his son? It's never really explained. It's just like skirted over at the end. But, and another thing is, I hope that fucking guy up, not Norm, the other guy, gets what's fucking coming to him. What's his name? I forget. That dipshit gets what's coming to him. But yeah, we got the good ending, yay! It's like, there are several endings where Scott Lauren getaway. Scott gets away by himself. Ethan kills himself. There are a lot of depressing endings. But that is going to be it for today. Well, let's do it. So I could completely do it. That's cool. Perfect. Can't complain. But yeah, that is going to be it. We are actually going to be back tomorrow, as we'll be doing finishing up the LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 DLC, as the Avengers Infinity War DLC pack and the Ant-Man and Wasp DLC pack has been released. We'll be doing those tomorrow. It's about time for more other stuff. We'll do that. Maybe locking stuff, more side stuff. We'll do that tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow. Wednesday will be on Wednesdays. That'll be the show 18. That'll be on Wednesday night. Thursday morning will be Margaret Deluxe Race of the GTQ. That'll be on Thursday morning. Then Thursday night will be continuing our playthrough of the Kingdom Hearts series with Kingdom Hearts. Next playthrough in the channel with Kingdom Hearts Retain the Memories. That'll be on Thursday night, Friday, and Saturday. And Sunday will be WK 18 in the afternoon, and then Mario Kart 8 Wii U edition on Sunday night. And then right back here next Monday as we continue on with Kingdom Hearts Retain the Memories. That's the upcoming schedule. No jealous, like I see it that fall, but we got lots of games coming up. Like I said, we're going to continue on with we'll be starting Retain the Memories this week. Again, also doing this guy coming up in what's this? Rain Chronicles Taxidermist. I was intended to be a series of episodes, but only one was released. It's adapting to the heavy move to the move system. There's a sort of prequel. It's short. Yeah. Also, we have to have him, I mean.
Madison Page.
Let's go right now. We gotta.
I got the information you asked for. The guy's name is
pretty original. You got his address? I'd like to ask him for the investigation.
His last known address was 411 Harbor Street, Lexington. You really think this guy could be the origami killer?
The only way to find out is to go and ask him. If it's not him, he'll give me some tips on how to stuff animals.
If he is the killer.
I haven't done a DLC.
Careful, Madison. You never know.
Tuesday, November 3rd, 1:15 p.m. I'm at the home of the suspect. Catalogs for women's clothes. Mr. White seems to be interested in fashion.
Strange. It's doing human taxidermy.
Hello? Anybody home? Mr. White? Hello?
Anybody home?
A window. It's a jar. Looks too high for me to be able to get in that one.
High enough.
Shit, Sam is right. I really am crazy.
Hey, I'm not gonna argue with her. She fell in love with somebody who might have been the origami killer.
Charming.
At least she wouldn't
I just have
fall in love with the origami
photos
killer.
and here fast.
I feel bad for Lauren.
Gee, think I'm gonna find a story in the fridge? floorboards creak when I walk on them. It fits this creepy place.
Taxidermist in there. Exactly. Like a kindergarten teacher. Oh God.
In the upstairs bathroom. A body in the bathtub. She cut up with a saw.
Oh God. Oh my God. Okay, how much for starting it? Call the fucking cops!
This time I've got my story.
And that's it.
Floorboards creak. Gotta move quietly. These floorboards are gonna get me killed.
Weasel come sniffing round my little secrets. So you want to play hide and seek? I like playing too. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you. Oh, yeah.
Place for good luck. Damn.
Come on, visitor. Show your face. I'm not gonna eat you. Kitty, 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 kitty. Don't be shy. No one's gonna hurt you. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Have you seen my little darlings? Pretty, aren't they? Something tells me I'm gonna have a new one for my collection. Filthy vermin! Where are you hiding? I'll soon teach you to keep your nose out of other people's business.
I was just she can't die here, but
Let's play hot and cold. Am I hot? Or am I warm? Hmm? Come on. Show your face. I'd like us to have a little fun together.
woo! Yeah, I'm finding us. So that's fucked up. was it. Yeah. Big bonus. Yeah, it was the only one they ever did. There was supposed to be more, but they never did more. But yeah, that is gonna be it. Very realistic, but we'll be back tomorrow. Like a Marvel Super Heroes 2 DLC. So until then, have a good one, everyone.